I'll show you, he really does like it.
Christine Chadwick is giving her kitten Guy
Here, honey.
a dose of concentrated marijuana.
But he does like it.
A few drops every day from a tiny jar of oil a family member picked up from a medical marijuana dispensary. The kitten was only a few months old when it started having digestive problems, losing weight and barely moving.
We took him to the vet, she ran some tests, nothing came back positive, switched his food. He was still having issues, just didn't feel good, so came upon the CBD oil, gave it a try.
That's Vet CBD, one of the products being sold in marijuana dispensaries. The oil contains the chemical compound CBD, short for cannabidiol, an extract from marijuana plants. People who have used it say it can help 20 different medical conditions, and the Chadwicks say it helped their kitten.
Even after the first try, we saw it relaxed his stomach, he got comfortable, he went to sleep, he was eating, he's gained weight. He's grown.
I know there's been a lot of success in children, so that's why I thought about it with him.
Chelsea Bartley thought it might help her boxer with his violent seizures. The oils only contain minute amounts of THC, the psychotropic chemical that gives marijuana the high, so animals rarely look tipsy.
It doesn't get him high. His seizures have gotten a lot better. He does not lose bladder control as much. His seizures haven't gone away, but his personality, it's night and day.
Okay, come on, sweetie. Let's hang out in here for a moment.
Dr. Gary Richter is a veterinarian from Oakland who has seen the benefits cannabis has had on sick animals.
All of these same applications apply. Pain control, anti-inflammatory, gastrointestinal upset, stress and anxiety, all the same things that people take medical cannabis for. Pets can also benefit.
But Richter and all other vets in California are forbidden from prescribing cannabis. They aren't even supposed to bring up cannabis with pet owners. And if the owners ask, he says he has to be careful how to answer.
It's a bit of a tricky situation from a legal standpoint. I think it's inarguable the medical benefits that are out there. I mean, the medical literature is extensive, but there really is no legal mechanism by which a veterinarian can quote, prescribe or recommend medical cannabis for pets.
While California's voted to make recreational use legal, the Veterinarian Medical Board warned animal doctors veterinarians are in violation of California law if they are incorporating cannabis into their practices. The board says that's because under federal law, it's still illegal to possess or distribute the drug, and because the Food and Drug Administration has not approved the products for treatment or prevention of any diseases.
Good girl.
At UC Davis, one of the top veterinary schools in the world, Dr. Carl Gandry says there isn't any scientific research to know exactly how cannabinoids affect pets.
They probably will help a little bit, but we don't even know that, because I worry that we might be spending money for an indication and a treatment that actually is not proven, because we actually don't know yet if the veterinary product or the edible products are actually going to do the job that they claim to do.
Dr. Gandry believes the products are safe based on anecdotal stories, but he said the items have to go through strict clinical trials before the scientific community signs off on them.
They're going to be mostly purchased and used with passion and hope as opposed to with scientific evidence.
All of this has left pet owners in a quandary.
If the veterinary community is not going to be the one to be able to talk to these people about it, who is?
Staff members at marijuana dispensaries have been telling their clients for years what they think works best for animals long before the pet products were introduced. Richter says the vet board's policy is forcing pet owners to get their information from the dispensary rather than the doctors.
Many of these products that are made for people, they're very, very potent. They're highly concentrated, and they're not always adequately labeled to the extent to where one could figure out an appropriate dosage for an animal as small as a dog or a cat. And I have seen as recently as just this past week.
And despite the vet board's warnings, more products are entering the marketplace, and dispensary managers say it's hard to keep their shelves stocked.
Nobody told us about it.
Both Christine and Chelsea said they took a chance giving their animals cannabis.
We spent a couple $100s at the vet for something that didn't work, and we got a $20 bottle of CBD oil that makes him feel better.
So it's been a pretty incredible product for us. I wish we could give it to him twice a day, but it's just expensive.
Happy with their own pet's response, while the researchers and regulators wait for studies to get started. Kevin Oliver, KCRA 3 News.